Hi guys, welcome to another video. In this video, I'll show you guys how you can connect Elementor with N8N. So if you're using Elementor forms and you want to submit your Elementor forms data to N8N for creating a workflow or for creating an AI automation, you will learn in this video. Also, I'll share two methods. The first method will be using Elementor Pro forms, and the second method is that how you can use free form and submit the data to N8N. So you will not need Elementor Pro for that. So make sure to watch the complete video. So the first method is with Elementor Pro. As you can see, I have this form which I created using Elementor Pro. And if I go to edit with Elementor for this page, you can see that is the form which is being created using Elementor forms. Now, I do have this workflow, the blank workflow, where we will be adding Webhook Node. So click on this plus sign, search for Webhook, and here you can see we have this start the workflow when a webhook is called. So I'm going to add that, and this is our webhook URL. If you want, you can change the webhook URL to whatever you want. I'm going to name it Elementor N8N. That is my webhook URL, and make sure that HTTP method is post. Perfect. Now let's go back to Elementor backend where we have Elementor form. Scroll down on your left hand side, and on action after submit, you will have the option to add webhook. Add that and scroll down. And once you add this webhook, you will have this new option showing up which will say webhook. Now here we will add our N8N URL. Now simply copy this URL by clicking on this URL and paste this URL here. Once you paste the URL and then click on publish. Okay, now what we're going to do, we will click on listen for test events and do the test submission. So currently our webhook is listening for the events. I'm going to go back to Elementor form, hit refresh before submitting. And now I'm going to submit the form. Click on send. And you can see that our submission was successful. Now, if I go back to N8N, you can see that we have all of that data received within our workflow. Now we can add more nodes and create our automation. Now that was the method for Elementor Pro. Now what if you do not have Elementor Pro and you want to use it for free? I'm going to show you how you can do that as well. Guys, before we proceed further with the video, please subscribe to this channel so we can create more valuable content for you guys. Currently, only less than 5% of you guys who watch our videos subscribe to this channel. So please give us a favor and do subscribe to this channel. Let's get back to the video. So for that, we will be adding Contact Form 7 plugin. So if I go to the dashboard of my WordPress, I already have that plugin installed. So go to plugins, click on install plugins, and then click on add plugin and add these two plugins. One is Contact Form 7 and the other one is CF7 to Webhook, which is an add-on of Contact Form 7 to add the webhook to submit the data via webhook. So you can transfer the data to Zapier, N8N, Make.com, or any of the platform where you need the webhook data to be submitted. You can use this plugin, right? So I already have the Contact Form 7 contact form created. So that's the form which I have created. And once you add CF7 to webhook, you will have an additional step. So if I click on edit, you can see that I have this webhook. Now here, you will need to add your N8N webhook URL. Again, it can be Zapier, it can be Make.com, whatever data you want to receive within your webhook, you will just paste your webhook URL here. So I'm going to replace this old webhook URL from the one which we have created here. So I'm simply going to copy and then paste it here and then click on save. Perfect. Now I'm going to embed this contact form on my Elementor page here. And for that, I'm just going to remove this Elementor form, and within Elementor, I'm going to search for shortcode, drag and drop the shortcode widget. And in here, we will add our Contact Form 7 shortcode. So let's go back to Contact Form 7. Here you can see that we have our Contact Form 7 shortcode showing up. So I'm simply going to copy it and then paste it here. Once you paste that, click on publish. Please avoid the styling and all of that kind of stuff because I don't want to spend too much time styling the contact form. I just wanted to show you guys as an example of how you can use it completely for free and submit your forms data to N8N. Okay, now if I go back to this page and hit refresh, you can see that we have this form, which is a contact form 7 form. Now, before submitting, make sure to activate or click on listen for test event in your Webhook node. Now, notice if you publish this workflow, you will need to add in the production URL. So that is the production URL and that is the test URL. You will notice a slight difference on these two URLs, where you can see here we have Webhook test on our test URL, but if we go to production URL, we do not have that test. So if you make this workflow live, you will have to use production URL. But if you are testing it on this node level or you're creating test submissions, you can use this test URL. I'm currently testing it, so I'm going to use the test URL. And here again, let's copy this URL, go back to our CF7 to Webhook, this tab which we have in contact form 7, and paste in the URL and click save. And now we will do our test submission. So click on listen for events in our N8N, and then we will do the contact form submission. So test name, test email, webhook at gmail.com, testing subject, testing message. Now let's click on submit and check out our data. We can see that our data is received. And now if I go to the body, you can see that that is our name, that is our email, that is our subject, and that is our message. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys liked that. It was a simple video on how you can connect Elementor forms with N8N. And if you are not using Elementor forms, you can also use that with contact form 7 completely for free. If you are not using Elementor Pro, let me know in the comments below what more you would like to learn. Until next video, have a great day. Before leaving, make sure to subscribe to the channel.